wherever you are in the world, of course. It's Dirk Copeland here speaking live in a car after a long day at the office. That's right. What's going on here? Is it me again? Bloody hell. Stupid audio. This audio business. I'm live in a car and we're talking about the latest bubblings going on in a day in the life of a Blackburn Rovers fan. Of course, the latest transfer developments have seen us linked with, of course, a new player. Of course, right here, right now, as I talk to you live in the middle of a car parking lot in central Pennsylvania, the actual talking is not about this transfer. It's actually about a possible outgoing, and that's, of course, the latest developments in the big bad boy Burton Diaz dealings. Of course, that seems to be happening and seems to be bubbling up or pick up a lot of pace as we speak. That's right. So it looks like bad boy Burton Diaz will be leaving us. And it looks like Everton are in command. Hello, Andrew. Andrew in the house, of course, joining me live as I drive home. So, yes, the bubblings right here, right now. The latest is big bad boy Burton Diaz potentially on the verge of joining Everton for around, I don't know what the fee is, between 15 million and above. So I'm going to make sure I don't run anybody over. But what we're talking about, because I don't believe in that link just yet. What we are talking about is the potential addition at the back. We're talking about Dominic Hyam. Hyam the answer is what I've labelled the video. Well, in a way, I've put on the old thumbnail. Hyam the answer. He could, in fact, be the bloody answer. Hey, missus, we've got fucking green, you cow. Get out of the way. Bloody hell. It's got bloody red, you clown. Goodness gracious. Does she not know I'm driving? Regardless, Dominic Hyam could be, in fact, the answer. Of course, plays for Coventry City. He's 26 years of age. He will actually be 27 come December time. It is a good age to be a defender, or for a defender, of course. We do have a lot of babyface assassins. We do, in fact, have the babyface assassin, Ashley Williams, at the back. And if we do fail to add to our defensive quarters this coming transfer window, we aren't going to be in trouble. That's right. So we do need to get some way, somehow, some shape, whether it is one of the Dutchies, hello, welcome, whether it is one of the Dutchies, Vandenberg, Van Heck, or this fellow, Dominic Hyam from Coventry. We need to get somebody over the line and fast. Otherwise, we could be in for a long old season. So my reservations for this is what I'm hearing. And again, the fees that I'm hearing, regardless, for teams, big teams, Premier League teams, they're peanuts. Peanut signings will be a peanut signing, but for Rovers, it's quite hefty. £2.5 million is what I'm seeing, and I believe those bids have been rejected at that fee. So it could be actually in excess of £2.5 million. Is there actually a better player out there for that kind of fee for £2.5 million? I could argue yes, and I could easily pick one out of the hat, really. Just go to Barnsley. Hevic is the man I would be looking at for that kind of fee, and he is an absolute monster of a defender, and I would love to see him come through as well. Hey, we have Alexander Isak, Newcastle. Good sign, a crack. That's a world-class signing, my friend. A world-class signing, a statement signing for Newcastle. He may not be the Don or the GOAT for this season for Newcastle, but he will be a credible candidate. But we're talking about Dominic Hyam. We're talking about what a big signing could be for Blackburn Rovers. So 2.5 is what we're looking at for an established championship player. He's had 2 full seasons in the championship. Of course, there's a bit part so far with Coventry, who've not really had their season started in the right way with, of course, their football pitch troubles. But ultimately, what we're looking at, 160 games to Coventry. He has got 8 goals. Now, if we want to kind of put that in comparison to Darragh Lennon, who played over 250 games for Blackburn Rovers, who got 9 goals. So you're not bad. He's a bit of a goal scoring defender, a bit of a tower house at the back, high tower we can call him. Of course, probably a major asset when it comes to set pieces. We are not. Well, no, I don't know where they are. They're actually over there. They're actually a little bit out of range. I'm not able to get to them. It's too late now. I'm driving. It's too bloody late. So yeah, it would be a monstrous signing for Blackburn Rovers to get this sort of transfer saga over. I know there are other angles to take care of. The Ben Burton Diaz replacement. Will we be looking to challenge that now? Would it be something that we already have the answer to in Dylan McInday? You know, that's an area of concern. But I think our main aims are defence. Let's get that sorted out. You know, we do have some credible candidates, but the Ayala We've already seen Scotty Wharton take a punt to the knee or to the leg this season already, and he's already ruled him out for 3 or 4 games. So we will not be able to navigate this season with just those two at the back. We do need coverage. Hayden Carter may be able to operate to one of the two centre-backs roles. What I can tell you, which is a major blessing here, actually, is this fella, Dominic Hyam, is a right-sided centre-back. He can play. He's right-footed. Now, I did do a little bit of research heading into this live stream in the middle of a car in the middle of central Pennsylvania. That Scotty Wharton is a left-footed centre-back, and those are like rocking horse shit. If we could get a right-sided centre-back, well, we already have a right-sided centre-back, but of course, getting Scotty Wharton fit as a left-sided centre-back is the key to the problem, the key to our conundrum. Getting him fit and having an Ayala, having a Dominic Hyam, having a Jean-Paul Van Heck, a Sepp van den Berg alongside, or to compete with them, will be just a tonic for Blackburn Rovers moving forward. What are we going to get, though, in Dominic Hyam? We're going to get a leader of men. I've just, the thumbnail itself shows a picture of him wearing the captain's armband. He's a commander-in-chief at the back. Scottish, of course. I don't think he's broken into the Scottish national team, so that could be something that will develop over the course of the time. And again, this deal is not done and dusted by no means. There's bids been made, which goes to show that there's another chunk of money there to be had. We've already lumped, allegedly, a couple of million combined, perhaps, for Callum Britton and Sammy Smodic. That's that would be 5/6 million spent on a couple of players. That ain't too shabby, guys. That's a pretty healthy budget. And with those kind of fees, you want sort of proven championship quality. But yeah, I do have some reservations about this signing. 2.5 for me is a good chunk of change, a fair amount of money. It will, of course, become into comparison when we do sell Diaz. It looks like we're going to sell him, and we did elaborate on that on this video already, that there is a lot of talk at the moment of that happening. Some people are saying 12 million, some people are saying 15, some people 17, some people are 20, but regardless, Rovers should do okay, not brilliant, but okay out of that transfer business. And I hope the plans are in place to put that money aside for next season. Of course, let's put that away. Let's forget about it. We've got to be smart with our money. We can't just blow it like a kid in a candy store and blow it on the Josh Bowlers, the Callum Stars, and coming away with barely breaking even. We do need to save some money back. We need to be. We've spent a fair chunk of change already. The signings have been hit and miss so far. Smodic, of course, a debut goal. Britton looks fantastic on the right hand side. Definitely an upgrade. And of course, this guy. Dominic Hyam would be a great addition to the back. Also Tyler Morton as well. And I do hope that we at least look to get close to those 4 or 5 figures or 4 or 5 players that has been banding around all bloody season that we're going to be bringing in. At least five. You know, we are less than a week away. Or in fact, I think we are exactly a week away before the transfer window shuts. We've got to get business done. Hopefully, this Diaz deal is just a starter, of course, and we do need replacements for Diaz. That's no question. We do need replacements for Darren Lenihan, of course, who did leave in the summer. We've not replaced him yet. Have we replaced Joe Rothwell or Sammy Smodic? You could probably argue the case. But there's also the Van Heck that's missing. There's also the Cadra that's missing. So we have got these loan players that came in last season. We've not replaced them. We are down to the bare bones. And despite our positive start, even though we've hit the skids a little bit recently, we need to be bringing in these players. And this guy will be great. But I don't want it to empty the piggy bank with this deal. I want us to have some money left. So hopefully the 2.5 is just as a portion of what's left in the kitty, and hopefully there is some other deals waiting in the wings. I don't know the outcome of the Malmo business today. Did they get through or did they not in the old Europa League or whatever they were doing? So let me know about that. I don't know if they're still in there, because that was also delaying a lot of our transfer shenanigans to where they would end up in Europe. Of course, we need to get good players in the Prem, in La Liga, etc. But Haaland is one of a kind, of course. But Alexander Isak will be fantastic for Newcastle. They need a figurehead, especially for the Revolution. That's like I think their signings will get better and bigger and more elaborate as, of course, the seasons go by. But this one is a cracking signing for them right here, right now. As for Rovers, though, the Dominic Hyam business, if it can get done, would be a good tonic for Rovers. We don't need fillers, we don't need loanies, we need permanent additions, guys that are signing on for the cause, signing on for the long term. They're not just the 1 year or 6 months or something like that. Guys who are going to put their life on the line. 3, 4 years and a chunk of change. Britain did that. He signed a long-term deal. He's here for the long haul. Smudge, of course, a 2 or 3 year deal, I'm sure. So let's get this Dominic Hyam in, who, of course, will be the same. We're selling the deal, selling the proposal, selling the project, and of course, he'll sign on. And hopefully that will it will result in much more committed performances. You know, your Tyler Mortons and all that, they are players. They're of course, unique talents. But of course, at the end of the day, the loanies will go back to their parent club. They're there to benefit themselves. They are at these clubs and our clubs to benefit themselves. Yes, of course, we can reap the benefits from that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if Liverpool was on fire and Blackburn Rovers was on fire, which office will he clear out first? He'll go to his bloody Liverpool office and clear that out, because that's his most important stuff. That's where he lays his head at night, if you know what I mean. That's where his heart is. He signed on for them long term. That's where he wants to be. He doesn't want a statue outside Ewood. He wants a statue outside Anfield. So let's get these permanent additions in who feel attached, feel part of the club, who will be there not just for the end of the season, but beyond. And so whenever you go into the dressing room at the end of the season, or the end of the match even, then you can see it. You can see it in their eyes that they're actually part of this club. They're not here, not thinking about, oh shit, what's going on? I wonder what the Liverpool result is right now. No, it'll be like, shit the bed, guys. We're absolutely garbage out there. Let's step it up a little bit. Let's get our act together. So Rovers need to get these permanent deals in, whether it is free transfers or not. Get guys here, sign them on the dotted line, 3 or 4 years, sell them the big picture, say, hey, you know what? We're trying to get this club back into the Premier League. We haven't been there a long, long time. It feels like the forbidden land, the unripe cherry or something, cherry that's there to be picked. We need to get back in there. We need 11 guys on that pitch, day in, day out, game after game, that are going to eat, sleep and shit and die for this club. Not ones that are thinking about what's happening tomorrow or the day after or the season after or what's going on elsewhere. You're paid by these boys. I want you to be playing for the club, playing for the badge, die for the badge, get out there and show us what you're all about, not little half-assed, oh, it doesn't really matter. I'll be making a shit ton of money at Liverpool in about a year's time and all that kind of stuff. So let's get these permanent additions down. Let's get some new faces, not just this Dominic Hyam fella. And let's get Diaz out of this club as well. No disrespect to him. Love the guy. Love the character. Did amazing for us last season. And he made a lot of Rovers fans very, very rich last season with his goals and the amount of games. But realistically, we're on borrowed time. Let's get it out of the way. Let's get the guys who are committed to this project and let them get playing week in, week out, so that we know when we ship out 11 guys on the pitch, whether it is at Stoke, tricky game that is on Saturday, or Blackpool coming at you Wednesday, that those 11 men are actually playing for the badge and not just for a paycheck. But anyway, that's it, guys and girls. That's it. I'm home. I'm going to go relax. But until then, guys, Arena, what do you think? Dominic Hyam, yes or no? Let me know down below. Smash your thumbs up. Smash your subscribe. Until then, I'm out of here.